Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here on the Screenwriter's Rant. We're going to check out the trailer for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Um, Oops, wait a minute, got to turn this down a bit because if we play too much of this, YouTube will flag me. And this is the 18 and older one, as you can see. Lots of stuff going on. Very bloody. Thank you, Assassin's Creed, for making it nice and bloody. Um, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool already, just looking at it. Um, the fact that it's got the 18 warning, I can tell it's already going to be very bloody, and hopefully it's not going to be all caught up in whatever messed up the other previous incarnations of Assassin's Creed. Although I gotta say, Viking Assassin seems like a bit of a redundancy. I mean, you know, Vikings weren't subtle about their killing. They raided people and killed people. They didn't like assassinate. Assassins tend to be sneaky and in urban environments. So this is sort of a weird concept. Do they? Well, they kind of do, really. I mean, but I'm going to skip ahead because I can't show this whole thing. As you can see, there's all kinds of ties to the old stuff. Odin is with us. Yes, he is. All right, let's skip to the end. Okay, this is like the final fight with a Roman centurion. Sort of like a mano a mano thing. He's got more armor. The Vikings staggering. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm liking it, and I'm liking the whole bloodiness of it. I'm liking the action. Assassin's Creed's a fun game, even when it's kind of like pizza. Even when it's not great, it's still pretty good because you have to kill people. That's pretty much what video games are. When video games get into things that aren't killing people, they can get pretty boring, or you really, really, really got to kick up your game. Um, you got to be very clever, and that kind of cleverness only works so long. Like, I really like the game Bully, if you've never played that, and that takes place at like a boarding school, and you do boarding school things. You can't kill people, but you could cause some mayhem. But it's tough because some of the levels are kind of annoying because you're not really doing cool stuff that you'd like to be. You're kind of doing, you're throwing eggs at people. But this is like, oh man, you're killing people left and right, and there's lots of blood. Yeah, I would play this game. I totally would. It looks like somewhat fun, even if even if the overall story isn't that great. But it's got a lot of things going for it in terms of that. It's got history behind it. It's got the whole Viking thing in it. And it's got that whole medieval thing. So it's pseudo historical kind of stuff, and that can always be fun. There's a lot to draw from there. So I expect that the story would be pretty decent. Although, again, it's going to be complicated kind of weaving in an assassin Viking because, again, Vikings weren't that shy about it. They just, kick in your teeth and murder you if they they didn't really care. I mean, they were about raiding. They were about getting money and lands and wealth. That was a time period when you just took things. If you had a crew and you could take land and that's what you needed, you took it. If you took, you could take money and wealth and booty, as it were. You just took it if you had the power, and if you didn't, you got taken. So, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, yeah, I'll be looking for it.